Well, Rosie, it's been a really great year for me. I've met some really great people, and although I haven't been the best on field, I hope that I've been able to contribute to the club a little bit this year, and I'm really looking forward to having another season next year, so both on and off the field, and being a little bit more active off the field in trying to use the gifts that I have to make the club a better place to be. It already is a fantastic place to be, but I think we need some help in a few areas, particularly with our finances. So applying for grants like this has helped me contribute a little bit to the club, and I hope to continue to do that.
So right here we've got young Ainsley. I'm just going to ask Ainsley a couple of questions just for her to be able to introduce herself. Ainsley, how long have you been playing for Brothers Football Club?
About 2 seasons now.
Yep. What got you into football here?
Well, we were doing AFL for PE, and me and my friend enjoyed it, so we decided we should play for Brothers, and now we really like it here.
That's good. Who was the teacher that put PE in the curriculum? It was me. Who are your friends that are down here playing as well?
Well, pretty much the whole team. Like, we're all really good friends, but me and my friend Amelia Hopkins, we were the ones that chose to come down and start AFL here about a year ago.
Cool. There's a few girls in that under-13s team, and you girls actually go pretty well playing with all the boys. I've seen your names popping up every now and then on the best sheet. So is it good playing alongside other girls, or would you rather just play all girls?
Yeah, it's pretty good to play with the boys. Like, it's a bit of a challenge, and I think the girls go pretty good.
Cool. How does the change rooms affect, getting changed and stuff when you're playing with boys as well?
Oh yeah, well, the girls usually go into behind somewhere else where the boys can't see us get changed, so it'd be pretty good if we could get an upgrade on the change rooms.
Yep, cool. Like specifically doors and things like that.
Yeah, it's a bit uncomfortable to get changed with the boys because we have to leave the room and go behind doors, and it'd be good if we could get an upgrade and get new doors to dialing or and maybe this bench and just get all new things to decorate the room.
Yep. Yeah, give it a bit of a facelift. Yeah. I reckon the showers need doors. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I think that would be good.
Bathroom?
Yeah.
Have you been in there? No, you don't go in there.
Yeah.
No.
That's off limits.
So Cam's come down and joined us. Cam's the president of the club. Been the president for the last year. Yep, so 6 months. And since Cam's been down, we've had a lot of improvements, fast improvements, which has been really good. So it's really good to have a proactive person on board. The scoreboard just in there behind, there's a bit of Cam's handiwork. Managed to get that one from Optus through a lot of negotiating and applying for grants and things like that. So well done, Cam. I'll just hand over to Cam now to talk through a little bit more about the club and where we're heading into 2019.
Thanks, Michael. Obviously the club's worked really, really hard over the last 6 months to a year to apply for a lot of funding and grants. So we're really proactive in improving all our facilities for everybody. So we've had some improvements happen, but it's really important that we start to reward all the people who have been involved and are really committed to turning this place around. We really are focused on our volunteers and players and all our supporters, and it's about time we gave back something to them for all the support and effort they've shown us. Okay, so basically we've got a couple of very, very basic stands. Earlier this year, council did a safety assessment on them and found that they're actually a safety risk, and we shouldn't actually have anybody sitting on them. Unfortunately, underneath, a few of them have rusted, so they need to be replaced. So we're very focused on getting new stands upgraded down here. But obviously, it's important that we have new facilities for next year for the safety of our supporters and players and spectators.
Miss Bells or Rochelle's just going to talk about the game balls and training balls situation that we're currently in.
So for our women's team, we do have some balls, but they often don't make it to training. They sometimes stay in the back of people's cars, and it seems over the course of the season we end up with a couple less balls each time. And I think at our last count we had 4. So a grant like what could be received from Holden could help us buy some new balls, and I suppose we could pop a big Holden logo on the side there, and having a full set of balls will allow us to actually take some home. I know I need all the practice I can get, so if I can take one home and have a bit of a run around, I think I would actually be a little bit better than what I am.
Ainsley, like I've just noticed your jersey's got the Rockhampton taxation service on it. It's actually my uncle started sponsoring that when I was in under-13s, and he just kept on doing it right up until he actually sort of sold his business, and the business said they'd keep it going, and they haven't. So you're sort of without a sponsor there now. How good would it be to have someone like Holden or something on the back of your jersey to keep you guys going?
Oh, I think everyone in our team would love it. Like, Holden's such a big name, and it'd be really cool. Like, we'd all feel really important, like running onto the field with a big name like Holden on our jersey, and yeah, it would be really cool.
So, Belzy, what do you think should be made a priority with this Holden Homeground Advantage grant for us here?
Well, Rosie, I think there's so much that we can do. It's a very large amount of money that we can receive. Ainsley spoke about the need to make our change rooms unisex, and I think some of the footage that you might have seen already in our submission, or perhaps it might be coming up soon, shows that the facilities aren't really unisex. They're certainly a man's changing room. So I think to be able to put simple things like doors on the showers and just spruce up the toilet and I suppose cosmetic things, but at the same time it's really going to be more accessible to our female players and also to our young female players who play in the Joeys, and there's certainly lots of them, and we hope to keep them in our club by upgrading the facilities. So I think that's definitely one thing that needs to be prioritised, and I suppose talking from the point of view of a female player and talking on behalf of those female players, I think we'd like to be getting ready for the game in a nice area. I'll never forget the first time I walked into this particular room. I sort of didn't know where to look or what to do. So yeah, any help that we can get in upgrading our facilities, I think will be appreciated by a large number of people, and will really give our club a bit of a facelift that will benefit all players, not just the female ones or our young girls, but I think the blokes will appreciate a nicer changing area for both the home and away teams. And I think in order for us to do that, we need some more storage. As you can see, and Michael, if you can sort of pan around, there's lots of stuff in here that doesn't belong in here, but there's nowhere else to put it. So something else that we're wanting to do is to actually enclose the front veranda. So we might walk out there, Michael. I'll go first. By enclosing the front veranda, we'll be able to keep some of those chairs out all the time rather than having to pack them all away again. So I'm not sure whether you got some footage before, Rosie, with the chairs, but there's our chairs there that we bring out for game day, some lovely couches and things like that normally are the first to fill up, but it's a bit of a pain to get them out, particularly when game day setup starts at about 5:30 in the morning. It's really not the first thing that we want to do, but it's a necessary job. So being able to leave them out, I suppose, will help those the team of women who are the game day setup people. It'll give them a little bit of a hand, and you'll also notice too on just behind us here, Rosie, there's a few messages that the birds have left us. that seems to be an ongoing issue for us, and again, that's a bit of a health and safety concern. I mean, like, we've got little kids and that who come with their families to the game, and we almost need to get the broom out every couple of hours to clean up after the ibis. And while they are a magnificent species, I think we'd much rather have an area to offer our spectators that's clean and tidy and safe. So by enclosing this veranda part out the front here, I think will allow us to get a little bit more storage up our sleeves and create a bit more of a safe environment for our spectators. And we can have anywhere up to 400? Yeah, about 400 people on game day. So they need to sit somewhere, and this, as I said before, always fills up first. So it's an area that I think we need to take more pride in, but it'll take a little bit of infrastructure for us to make that possible.